All right, so we have my reading for today, which is May 20th, 2025, of reading the Bible in a year chronologically. We've started off with a psalm. I guess it'll be the last psalm for a little bit, Psalm 83, and then we get into Solomon taking the throne. We got 1Chronicles 29 and 2Chronicles 1, 1Kings 2. Yeah, 1Kings 3, 2Chronicles 1 again. Yeah, so back and forth we get Solomon's revenge for his father, and then we get the wisdom of Solomon. That's what this reading's all about. What stuck out to me in the psalm was just Asaph's description of the enemies of God, and all of them, and he names the descendants of Lot along with being an ally of those enemies of God. That was interesting. I didn't really think of that before or notice it. Lot was an enemy, or Lot's descendants. Abraham was the chosen one, but Lot was the cousin or the nephew that he brought with him. And that brought destruction and problems. Again, if we look back at the story in Abraham and Lot, God told Abraham to go. He didn't tell him to take anybody with him. He said go alone, and ended up bringing Lot, and that caused problems for many ways down, along with the other things that he's done with Hagar. That created a group of people, I believe, that we know as worshippers of Allah. I can never remember my religions, but I believe that's the foundation of claim God, but the prophet Muhammad gives some bad advice there. Anyway, we see that. Let's see, Solomon taking the throne, and Solomon establishes rule. And if we look back, one of the last things that David gave for instructions for Solomon was to take revenge on his enemies. Basically, he said there were quite a few anyway, and so Solomon does. He gives grace where needed, but people don't, especially in Shimei's case, hey, you ever leave here, you're gonna die. And Shimei, he went chasing after his slaves, and why did you leave? You're gonna die. You said this was good. You agreed to this, and yet you left. You left your town. So killed him. Killed Joab. Killed Adonijah, who tried to take the place of Solomon, that David forced the hand of for that to happen. And he takes revenge. He does that revenge. He takes Joab's life for all the senseless murders that Joab did. The study of Joab, he's an interesting character. In a lot of ways, he was the greatest asset for David, but other times he did some pretty nasty things. Sometimes necessary, but still not good. Then we get the whole story of Solomon asking for wisdom, which is pretty awesome how that all came. And the one thing I did notice is he asked to give me an understanding heart, and give the two different versions of this. Give me the wisdom and knowledge to lead them properly. So he's asking for wisdom. He's asking for a wise heart. He's asking that so he can lead. And God grants that. And then also gives him fame and fortune as well. He says you'll have all that. So pretty neat how that works, how that goes. And I don't think that's wrong for us to pray to God. But what we have to understand is Solomon's approach was humility. And everything that I've been looking at lately is all about humility, and God honors the humble approach to things. It's knowing that God is God. He has all power and authority over everything. All things that are here because of him. All things that we experience are because of God. God's power and strength is available to us, but at his mercy, at his whim, at his calling. He knows all. He knows way better than we do. And we need to submit to that. Our prayer life, even, the things that we ask for, we need to ask for things with humility, complete humility, not demanding it, not demanding that God fulfill what he wrote in his book, but asking for those things, and understanding that it's his whim and his way, it's his will that we're asking for, not our own, not for our own gain, not for any of that. And again, he grants things as he wishes for his purposes. He knows all. He is all powerful. He blesses those he blesses for however he blesses, for whatever reason. It's his reason. We don't have to have a reason. We have to be able to accept that and understand that. And understand that being able to go to God alone is the greatest blessing of all. Worshiping the God of all glory. Knowing that our Creator asks us to come to him and worship him. And he wants us to worship him. What a beautiful thing. That's where it's at, right there. Doesn't matter what we experience around that. It's knowing and being thankful for him, giving him our praise.